In this video, I want to take a simple problem and demonstrate how the for next loop works in VBA. So we have $1,000 in the account today. It earns 10%. How much will be in the account in 3 years? So we draw the timeline. Now I want to take you through each individual step. So the $1,000 grows for 1 year and becomes 1,000 times 1.1. That's equal to 1,100. The 1,100 stays in the account for a year and grows by 10% and becomes $1,210. The $1,210 stays in the account for a year and grows at 10% and becomes $1,331. So now I want to make Excel and VBA solve this problem using a for next loop. There are other ways to do it, but I want to demonstrate the for next loop. So there are basically three components of the program. The first is the inputs. You don't literally type inputs, but you need to have some way for the program to read the problem, get the $1,000, the 10%, and the 3 years. Next, you're going to do the for next loop. So I need for I equals 1, 2, and it needs to know how many years. In this case, I'll just write the 3. And then we're going to do some type of calculation here, and then we're going to say next I. So the for next loop is you say, I want to do this so many times and have some calculations and repeat this. And then at the end, we're going to have some type of outputs. And you don't literally type outputs, but those are the three parts of the program. Input, the calculation, and the for next loop, and then the output. So how can I do this? Well, I'm going to write CW for current wealth is equal to CW times 1.1. Now let's go through this and see exactly what's going on. So first it has to say CW is equal to something, so CW is equal to 1,000. I tell it that right here, and it also knows, we go 3 loops and we have 10%, so we'll worry about how we get that information in later. Alright, so I is equal to 1. When I first do this, for I is equal to 1, so I is equal to 1, CW is equal to 1,000, and then it says, and this is important, this line right here is not like a mathematical equation, because CW can't be equal to CW times 1.1 unless CW is 0. The way you read this, CW shall be equal to CW times 1.1. So it's, again, not a mathematical equation, it's the programming language. CW is assigned a value CW times 1.1. So now CW is equal to 1,000 times 1.1, which means it's equal to 1,100. So that's the step right here. Now I is equal to 2. This is like the second year. So CW is equal to, currently it's equal to 1,100. The program knows that. And it says CW shall be equal to what CW currently is, 1,100 times 1.1. That's equal to $1,210. And that's the step right here. So it's gone I is equal to 1, it does the calculation. Next I, it goes back to this and say I is now equal to 2. Okay, I can do that. Next step, we've done the step I is equal to 2. Next I go back here, I is equal to 3. CW is currently equal to 1,210. That's what the program thinks CW is equal to. No longer 1,000, it's now become 1,210. So CW shall be equal to 1,210 times 1.1, which is 1,331. And that's the step right here. So now I is equal to 3. It says next I is now equal to 4. Go back here. Oh no. For I is equal 1 to 3. We've already got to 4. We're done with this loop. And then we go on to the output. So that's on paper, and it's important to do the program on paper. That's on paper what you want the program to do. The next step is, how do I get Excel to do that? What syntax do I use? What language do I use to get the Excel to do what I've described you want to do? And we'll demonstrate that using the video in Excel.